Okay, my neighbor told me, this is Debbie Davis. It's July 10th, 2026. Okay, my neighbor told me there was just a fire here, over here. Okay, so this, Larry said this property was sold. He sold it to somebody, but he hasn't been able to get a hold of him. So apparently there was just a fire here. Rodney was seen with a fire truck. There's a fire station over there. He was the only one seen. Okay, so Rodney's been associated with fires in this area for a long time. Okay, there was a fire. There was his shop apparently started on fire. Then he got insurance money to rebuild this shop back here. Okay, then over here, I'll show you another situation here that happened regarding fires. That's why we believe that Rodney was involved in Jimmy Kolb's death, because they said he was found, you know, in the house. Well, he was found in the house with his house on fire. Okay, that's why we believe that Rodney Hoffman was involved in there's a guy murdered here in 2018. He was, you know, dead in the house, and the house was on fire. Okay, then years ago, this church over here in Long Lake was on fire. Rodney was seen coming from the church. Jimmy at the time was alive. He told me this story. Then Rodney got the contract to rebuild this church here. So he got the contract and rebuilt this building here, which is the church in town. Okay, so these are the situations with Rodney Hoffman regarding fires. Okay, that's why we believe that he's involved in arson, because these are 3 situations now. Okay, now this, so, you know, a fire just doesn't start in a building like that out of nowhere. So, you know, something must have started the fire, someone. Okay, then he was the only one seen. I saw him in a fire truck the other day, and my neighbor said, oh yeah, there was a fire in that in one of those houses in the lot near him. So that's why I'm doing this video. So yeah, this was another older, beautiful older church, and it started on fire. Jimmy Kolb saw Rodney coming from the building years ago, and then he got the contract to rebuild this church. So there's several situations regarding Rodney Hoffman, who's the mayor, and fires, arson type stuff going on here. Okay, so, but on a positive note, I'm hearing that there are arrests happening. I heard that there's a bunch of judges that have been arrested. Then on another, the Judy Byington report, and then I also heard that several police officers are starting to get in trouble for abusing their power with the flock cameras, privacy violations. Okay, so I mean, this has happened to me for 12 years, and I just did the video yesterday about how now I see how they're doing it through my phone, through this CIA handler through my phone, because they don't have a legal warrant. I'm on a targeted list. They're doing it through CIA handlers, through the flock cameras. These are absolute privacy violations. They all need to be shut down, those flock cameras. And there's other footage and pictures that I've taken. So when I'm driving through here, when I was going to Minnesota just to pick up some stuff from storage, this sheriff here, you know, is in cahoots with many of the sheriffs in the area. And so I'd be driving through Britain, South Dakota. There'd be a sheriff there just stalking me as I was driving through. And also I saw CIA Dodge Chargers in that town. Okay, that's the CIA. And so the sheriffs all work together in a network, like the witches do. Okay, so this sheriff here, you know, gives them my number. Well, the CIA is on my phone, so they all get they all have access to my location through my phone number, through the CIA person, and also all the sheriffs work on a network as well. So as I was driving through Britain, they would stalk me. As I was driving through Hoffman, South Dakota, they would stalk me. Then I would see another sheriff stalking me through Morris, Minnesota. And then of course in the cities there, they stalked me. The state police were stalking me. So it's all a network. That's what I'm trying to say, it's a network. They all work together. They're all Masons. You know, we believe they're all Masons working in a network. So I am glad to see that there are some people starting to get in trouble, but we still have a serious situation here with this mayor known as Rodney Hoffman. Okay, so